Welcome back to another episode of Save Our Black Men. I'm your host, Ike. You know, I'm the one to preach, not the one to punch. Save our black men. Another week, another great topic. But first, I would like for you to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Try to keep pushing, keep sharing, keep motivated. We're going to save our black men so we can save our black community. All right, today's podcast title, Why is 4 years in prison more celebrated than 4 years in college in the black community? Yep, I said it. We're going to dive into it. But to the ones in the back, hear me out. Why is 4 years in prison more celebrated than 4 years in college in the black community? That's my question. As I say, prison homecoming versus graduation silence. A lot of times you see, even in your own family, neighborhoods, or social media or TV, it don't matter. News media part of it. You see a young man coming from prison after doing a bid or 4 years. You see people throwing parties for him, celebrating them coming home, cookouts, balloons, even have kids there. That's crazy. The whole neighborhood sometimes out there, block parties we call them. Welcome home. It's crazy. Because I know for a fact some people can do that same time in college, graduate, have their degree, and they won't get anything. No parade, no cookout, no block party, kids nowhere to be seen. I often ask myself, why is the black community pushing negativity throughout? Is it generational? Is it we so far gone and being uneducated that we don't know any better? To me, it's a mixture of it. I think it is because they glorify the bad. They glorify if you do something bad in the black community. They think you're a hero. They put you as a leader of the black community because you did something bad. Crazy. And I don't know why people are louder when a guy go to prison than they are when he go to college. I'm not gonna get that. But one guy, Charleston White, called it out. But like I said, and I keep saying this, we were saying this before before that man was out of prison. But they don't give you nothing when you haven't been to prison. They only give the opportunity to the people who went to prison in the black community, which to me is crazy. Your neighborhoods and all will never love you. Let's just get that out the way. They'll never love you. But they'll respect more somebody who's been to prison than the guy that been to college. That's how it always worked. Where I'm from, or how we grew up, they'll clown the college guy and respect the convict. You know why? Because I think blacks are attracted to evil spirits, evil doing. They want your leaders to be people who go to prison. I'm gonna give y'all some examples. Young boys will idolize Kodak Black, Young Thug, King Von, Dirk, and they will talk bad about Dr. Ben Carson or Mr. Robert L. Smith. Dr. Ben Carson is a renowned brain surgeon, a brother from a very poor neighborhood in Detroit, and he get no respect from the black community. Mr. Robert Smith is the richest man and is the richest black man in the United States of America. Yeah, he double up Oprah. He the richest black person in the United States. People don't know him. They won't respect him because he went to college, invested, and became a billionaire. They'll try to respect Jay-Z because he rapped about going to jail, rapped about drugs. And 50 Cent rapped about the same nonsense. They'll respect them than they do the person who can own all of them. You see, college is not perfect. The military is not perfect. Trade schools are not perfect. But they damn well better than being in the penitentiary, in jail. Jail is nowhere near the level of college, military, or people who graduate trade school. You know, people call it out, but our culture is hurting. We're lost. Until we flip this nonsense that we can celebrate, as we flip this nonsense, we go away from celebrating people who went to prison and start glorifying people who went to college. We could change the direction of what we're going. You know, I know neighborhoods, they want you to be real. They want you to be this. They get mad at kids who try to be smart. They'll jump on them, fight the kids for answering a question in the classroom. But they'll respect the kid who go to jail. Crazy stuff I heard in a long time. But that's where we at in the black community. Celebrate prison. Do 4 years at prison, and I'll throw you a barbecue. Graduate college, and I'll send you a text. And y'all wonder why we at where we at. You see, y'all blacks celebrated Trump going to jail. President Trump, excuse me, going to jail. You all thought that was an honor to black people to go to jail. That's asinine. The craziest stuff I heard in my life. But you all were doing it. I have to ask myself then, well, why? Is it like generational curse? Are we hurt so bad that that's all we believe in? Is pain, suffering, going to jail? If we could flip this, if we could throw parties for people who graduate college and chill for the people who come from prison, we'll be okay. I know some of y'all miss your loved ones. I got you. But the penitentiary is not the university. And that's what's wrong with our community. We think the penitentiary, jail, or they call them institutions. Why? I don't know. It's no institution. You come out worse. But they consider them more respectful than the people who go to college. And I'm talking right to the blacks and the black community. You see, let's stop making jail the only choice for black people to get respect. You know, the media gonna give guys who go to prison a podcast platform before they give a guy who go to college. Because that's how they want the kids to look at us. Look at the blacks. Look how they act. Kevin Gates talked about LeBron James' wife. Kevin Gates should not even be on the level of LeBron James. To me, that's the most disrespectful thing that black people can do. But this is what y'all do. Y'all groupies to the bad and wonder why we at where we at. Because you celebrate prison more than you celebrate college. Anyway, let me stop before I hurt some of y'all feelings even more, which is a good thing because you need to hurt. But as I tell everybody, to save our black men, accountability is a must. The black community is not being held accountable. But as always, stay up, stay out of jail. Let's celebrate going to college and finish college more than we celebrate going to prison. And as always, save our black men.